recording? Alright, good day everyone, it's Gareth again from What You Call It Gaming, and here we are continuing our Captains of Industries modded playthrough. Now, as I said before, I am cheating. These actually are pretty much useless. These we can scrap, because we don't need those anymore. And there's no minerals to feed them. Now, I could, of course, I can go here. I can always trade wood for both concrete and scrap metal for production. I'm not going to do that. I can do it. It's how you get past the problem. I'm just cheating, so it doesn't matter. So what I want to do now is quit dithering and actually get to work on building this infrastructure. It's still going to be a while before we can actually do anything because of the way this is set up. It's going to take a little while to dig through, especially with only 3 small excavators. So that's a slight problem. Alright, let's get to work here. Now what I wanted to do is this should be crushed material. Basically the slag will come through here, it'll get crushed, and then it'll go into here. We want concrete. That's what we want to do. Now we're going to use this crushed slag formula, which is here. What is this? Manufactured sand. Which means we need sand. I knew there was something I was being difficult with, and I didn't know what. Now I do know. Okay, I'll just close. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, but it's going to take a little while to get everything done. I want terraforming. I want mining. No, sorry. I want the mining building. Oh dear, have I even got any place to dump the sand? I don't. None of these are configured for sand waste. Sand production. Darn it. Okay, copy this. Rotate it like this. Place it. Oh no, and then I'm blocking these. Then they can't get to these. Booger. Okay, I screwed that up. Not the first time, though. Okay, that's new. It did it again, didn't it? Yep, it did. Trash that. It's going too deep. Far too deep. I can't see what you're doing, you damn thing. Why is it putting the ramp that deep? Okay, we will adjust that now. Yeah, that's underwater. And then some. That may actually be where the problem is actually coming in. I've got it set so deep into the water that I'm actually digging under it. Okay, yeah, that worked better. Okay, that was my fault. I had it so far into the water that it was digging to... It's automatically digging to the deepest point. Okay, why is this paused? Oh, because I pressed the wrong button. I gotta admit, as nice as it is having mods, they take up a lot of room in everything, so... That's a slight hiccup. Okay, now how am I getting this sand? Okay, the first thing I'm gonna do... So, sand has to come through somewhere. Okay, what we'll do is we'll set it up as its own individual processing center here. We'll have the rock come here. I just like it when it's all in one area and then the trucks don't have to run around. So the trucks would, if I built a new location, they'd have to dump here and dump there, and then they have to pick up here and they have to pick up here for waste materials, instead of just picking up here. So I'm thinking, copy this. No, wait, sorry. Copy this. place it there. Copy this one, place it here. No, let's move it back a bit. Place it here. Remove this, and remove this. Add sand. And have that that way. Now, we want the conveyor belts. Okay, no, we want to rotate this. So we want to dump that there, dump that there, dump that there. We want this to be sand, this to be rock, this to be dirt. That's fine. Sand will come this way. Okay, we're going to change this to sand. Change this to sand. That's fine. I'm probably going to make this bridge bigger, and I'll skip it this way. Probably this way, through here. Now, I have to be careful, because remember, this has to be upgraded at a later date. I'm going to have to rebuild this whole blinking thing from scratch. Okay, this can actually move. Hang on, that's banging into it. 1, 2. That can go there. Now, dirt is this one. So it's that one there. So, go here. Go up one level. Bring it across. Come down a level. And we joint there. Not the neatest thing, I'll admit, but we can do it. Okay, now I just want to get rid of that. Come here, give me vehicle ramp 2. Quick build that, whoops. Because we're going to want it. Did I add excavators to the production? I did. Okay, good. I wish we could drag... I wish they would give us the option to drag these vehicles forward, but they don't. We have to cancel what we're building to get to the excavators. Not what I'm interested in at the moment. Okay. We are now producing sand. We do have a gap to bring it through. Where am I going to fit it through this way? First things first, let's just bring it to the point that it's going to come through anyway. Okay, that's where it's going to go. Question now is, where is it going to come here? Because I need it to be on this side. Let's build the concrete system. That way we'll know. Okay, this is going to be the end product. So we know this is going to be the end product, so we're going to build this. Well, we'll build it here in the open and we'll drag it where we need it to be. Oops, I screwed that up. Okay, there's where we want to run this project. Okay. Cement we get from the rotary kiln, which we need coal and limestone. I am screwing with myself something silly today. Copy this building. Place it there. Pause its construction. Delete this building. Delete these 2 ramps. Engage. Go like that. That's fine. Go for this. Change to limestone. You know, it would have been so much simpler. Cut this building out. Place it there. Add limestone. Delete. Delete. Add limestone. Delete. Add dirt. Add rock. Okay, no, I still screwed this up. Delete. Delete. Add limestone. Add sand. Finally, we are having success. Limestone. Check. Humana, beep, 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 humana. Sorry, I think that was from, what's it called again? think that was from the original, Donnie, what do you call it? No, it's one of the old sci-fi films. What was it called again? Buck Rogers in the 21st Century. That's it. Okay, this way I can still shift these resources that way. Run it this way. So, it would help if I tagged it to the right structure. Sorry, there's a bird outside my window. I don't know if you can actually hear him, but he's loud and he's being difficult. Okay, really not my best work, but it fits. As the old saying goes with every feline on the planet, if it fits, I sit. It fits, it sits. It fits, it sits. We'll have to figure out the rest later. Okay. Oops, I should have paused that construction. Okay, copy building, place there. Delete. That was my bad. I don't like pausing the structures when using the it's not the pause function. It's this button. Where is it now? Here. Okay, it is the pause function. My bad. I don't like doing that because I often forget that I've done it. So I will build this whole setup, build a whole setup of structures, and then realize, oops, I wonder why they're not being built. Well, it's pretty obvious. They're not being built because I've screwed up. Okay. I really should have a blueprint for this because, I mean, this is like one of, if not the easiest setups as far as production is concerned. Okay, because now we go waste gases. And we want piping. Flat belts? Yeah. I still haven't built a limestone miner, I might add. I'm going to get this whole figured out and then I'll probably pull it closer this way. Coal, that's going to be a slight hiccup. So coal should be this one. I may have to steal coal here first and then run it this way. I kind of wish I'd left a bit more space for this, but it's my fault. I'm trying to build neatly and coherently, and I'm just screwing it up. Okay, limestone is there, sand is there. Sand is on the inside, so sand... How do I want to run this? The biggest problem is I can't actually run it flat here. I'm probably going to have to dismantle this and move it forward one. Oh yeah, that's going to be a mission. So if I did that, I'd have to dismantle it where? Approximately like almost here. Sorry, I need to use copy. Approximately there. And pull it like almost to here. What we do is we put that there. This time I am going to pause it. We erase, because this is going to take some work, everything to here. One down, yeah. To here approximately. No, there. Ah, right, that would do it. Okay, well that's luckily easily fixed. No, I don't want that. There we go. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine, actually. That can be there. Now, copy this structure. Line it up as it was. That fits where it was. 1, 3. Okay. We deactivate the pause function. I'm just going to pause the game. Okay, so we can rebuild the whole blinking thing. Rerun our connections. Okay. That'll let us rebuild, and that'll give us the gap we need to get the sand and other material through. Still gonna run into a slight problem here. We're just gonna have to hop over this, but that'll work. I'm gonna cheat it up a bit with Unity. Cheat, refill. I really wish I could have a constant supply of Unity like the original mod. That would be so nice, but we don't, so... Yeah. Okay, that should be everything reset. And it's given us a bit more room. The only reason we could actually do this is we haven't begun producing anything yet. If we was making material, these warehouses would be full, and it would be a nightmare to move everything. Okay. So, we have sand. Sorry, no, we have sand, and we have this. First thing we want to borrow, though, is, I think, the coal, which should be this one. Which means we can actually borrow it right... Okay, I've screwed this up again. Yeah, this is me in a nutshell, I'm afraid. I build something and I see it and I thought, oh, that worked. And then I build something and it's like, no, it didn't. So this should be coal supply, which means we can run it like this. I really hope this is coal, or I just put iron in the wrong place, but I don't think so. Normally bottom level for me is coal, because that's why I like to run the coal system. Okay, that's coal. That was actually easy. Next is limestone, which is the outer casing. So I want to run first the sand. Have I left enough of a gap here? I don't think I have. No. I need to move these buildings forward a bit. Just to give room. It's not like we don't have enough room here. How can vehicles be running out of fuel? I'm producing diesel. I've got a lot of diesel. And I've got a fuel tank station. Which vehicle's out of fuel? There is fuel here, which they're welcome to take from. There is fuel here in the gas station, which they are welcome to take from. There is 4,000 liters of fuel. 9,000 in total. Stupid morons. Go to the gas station. Okay. We're gonna run sand on the outer wall, and the crushed slag I think will come on the inner. So this will be sand. So let's run the sand first, because that's its inner one. And I want to run it. Do I want to run it in line here? Yeah, we can do it that way. If it's happy doing it that way, I'm gonna go with it. I know I'm still creating significant choke points because of the way I've run this. There's really not much I can do about it. Okay, now the crushed material is here. But let's copy these structures. Let's copy these first. No, I'm doing this wrong. Okay, I'm confused. When I connected these here, it automatically turned them around. When I connected this, you see it's turned it around automatically. Yet when I connected here, this one didn't. Why did... Just because I raised it one level, it didn't automatically turn it around? Okay, I'm gonna just admit I'm confused. Oops, no. We're already up a level. And we'll make it so if I put you there, turn you around, grab this, right here, grab this, it jumps here, so that's like... Yeah, it's my own fault. I tried to build things neatly. Like an idiot. Now the sand will come from the opposite side. Sorry, crushed slag. And we're going to take advantage of the fact it's right there. We will put a U-shaped balancer right here. We will do that. Oh, come on. We'll do this. We will pinch this. Rotate that around. Voila! Now we just need the water, which is right above. Which means, can we run this pipe? Can we run this pipe here? That may be a bit tall, but I don't think it's going to give us much choice. Okay, let's just delete that pipe again, try that again. Will it run this way? Yes, it will. That's something I hate. And it's done this to me before, where if you try and run the pipe from a connector, it does 1 to 1. Yet if you run a pipe to the connector, it does 2 to 2. I don't know why it does that. Okay, yeah. There's water sorted. Now we need to build storage. Do remember I'm cheating, so I have the storage overhaul, whatever it's called, so that's working fine too. Ah, I'm being invaded. Yep. Just give me a sec here. Come here, furball. Yeah, got you. Don't cause me any trouble. My cat wants to sit on my lap. That's perfectly fine, as long as she behaves herself. What do I rate my chances? I'm thinking less than 0. Okay, done. And it's neat, which means I've screwed up. Yes, see? Wait, no, that's... Sorry. For a second there, when I looked at it like this, it looked like there was no connection between these pipes. It's just the way this is merged over. Okay, we need to cheat in some resources, I'm afraid. First, we need... concrete slabs. Give me 1,000, please. Construction materials for 1,000 too. There we go. course, none of this is going to work because there's no resources. There's no sand being produced. There's no limestone being produced. Once again, it's so deep. So deep. That should be fine. Can I? Okay. Let's just go straight a bit. If they dig up sand as well, I'm not going to be bothered by it. Just going to grab that one and we're going to widen it a bit. Perfectly fine. Because this should be limestone. Yep. Mainly limestone we're going to be pulling out of the ground there. Okay, that's fine. Where is this arrow? I don't see it. Yeah, that's to be expected, because there's no resources coming in to get maintenance. Well, there are enough components, they just gotta feed them in. Okay, hang on. This needs electricity and that, so we will just do this the easy way. There we go. It's gonna run out, but it'll buy us time. Oh, that's already run out. Wow, that was fast. Okay, fine. Like I said, I am just... done. Trucks are just busy. They haven't had a chance to ship the resources to the desired location. That's all. For now, that's fine. My vehicles are just busy. Once things calm down a little bit, things will go fine. I forgot to do that. Okay, water is, well, it's just filling up because, well, there's nothing using it at the moment. That's all. Most of the trucks are dumping resources, so that's also fine. We'll get to work on building the actual manufacturing components, because, I mean, I am cheating this silly. I am cheating this silly. But that's not a problem, we will get to that. Do we want to build another? We probably do. Actually, no, right now we don't. It's working, it's enough to keep the vehicles running. That's all we need it to do. I wonder if I should raise the unity cap. I normally let this grow naturally with the population, so we're not doing badly on population. Might as well upgrade all of these. Oops, that's the wrong button. No, wait. I don't want to upgrade these structures because I want to go this way. Once I've got production done... it's just the dirt. That's understandable. These, as I said, they're digging through a lot of material right now. It's going to take a little while to get through this stuff. They got to get through sand. The only one we're actually starting to hit now is copper. These are built, but we're still a little ways away from getting the vehicles built. Okay, that's 9. So if I cancel this, take it back up to 9, 8. That's fine. Okay. We need to start. We got concrete, we got copper, we got iron. I was actually hoping to get this done. Okay, yeah, that's just the ore sorting plants. Can we turn off that alert? Because they're going to get blocked all the time. That and that. they're going to be blocked a lot. It's just, and later on, once we upgrade, where's research again? Not that button, that button. Once we get to, where are they hiding? Here it is. Once we get to these, things will go a bit easier and we can start expanding. The problem, like I said, is we're blocking off the whole back of this cove in the process. Not what you want to do in real life. Well, actually, no. If you really wanted to, you build here, and you turn this into a port. And you scrap that, and then you can have the whole access to this port facility. And you would build, if you were going to do it, you would also take advantage of it, and you would build 2 or 3 shipyard slipways. I mean, that would be perfect. You can manufacture and maintain vessels, which is the whole point of a shipyard and dock facility. You just turn into a massive shipyard and dock facility. Okay, what am I doing now? I want to build production centers. Production centers I will need. Where? Okay, let's pause. Let's move it over here. I'm going to build assembly plants 2, and the first thing I want to make is mechanical parts and electrical parts. Those 2 are the first ones I want to really focus on. And instead, normally when I build these things, I do it, let me just put 1 down. Select the recipe I want, which is going to be that. Let's go with mechanical parts. Turn that off, turn that off. Normally I would then build it this way. The problem with this is I quickly discover that as I progress in this direction, so I keep going like this, like this, like this, like this all the way, I quickly find, especially with the base resource, I quickly end up very stuck. I just no longer have the space I need to expand, if you will. So what I was thinking of doing this time around is I'm going to build it this way. I'm going to go quite large. Okay, no. Let's go with 5 in the beginning, and then I want 5 of the opposite type structures. That's 2, that's 3, let's go with 4. Now I want to change these, not to this, to this one. Okay, that's copper, so I want to move these structures more forward. Because I'm going to need to build wood storage, I'm going to need to build, in fact, what I should do is borrow these structures, place them here, set these to rubber, and keep full. That, and I just want to move them, oops, what? The problem when you use the cut tool is sometimes it will just grab immediately upon what you've got. Okay, I want to just move it a little bit further down, like that, and that way I can supply this one. Okay, actually I'm going to move these structures a wee bit more. 1 more block over, just to give room. And then this structure will be fed copper and iron independently, and then I'll start the production centers. I'll actually build the main production centers here, heading in that direction. So, let's start with the basics. Okay, then let's actually pull these back. Let's pull these back here. Because, yeah, and then let's swap these around? Question mark? Did I just swap these around? Not really. That didn't quite work. I wonder if this is going to be easier. So the copper will be fed into here. The rubber will be fed into here. The iron will be fed on its own, and then they'll go into storage bins. Storage will come this way around. Okay, hang on a minute. Let's just run. Let's just get started here. Worried I'm a little bit close. I may be a little bit close. Yeah, I need to put more space between these structures. It's not really a big issue here for the iron, but I'm thinking I should move this once again, just 1 more, just to give me the room. The problem is, this I can dismantle, so we can always expand in this direction to add more of. Okay, that's rubber. This will be copper. Now, how do I want to split this? Do I want to split this? Do I want to combine these? I'm more than likely feeling that this should actually be the way it's done. Yeah. Which means this is wrong. It's just that it evenly feeds from both sides. And then if I want to add additional feeding points to other production sites, I can do so. Okay, we're going up one. Yeah, I have to figure out where I'm going to feed this stuff to. Probably still going to hit one heck of a roadblock as far as supply of resources is concerned. Now we'll run the iron. Can we run the iron flat? We can. It's just going to hop over this line and then it'll run flat this way. But then I'm going to run the iron this side for this one. I'm not actually hopping over anything here. Okay. Yeah, as I said, this is going to be one heck of a, at least initially, one heck of a roadblock. Can I run? Now, unlike the previous site, I think I just want to go with a single set of warehouses for each resource. So, this is going to be done for two reasons. Okay, I'm going to build this one close. This one a little further apart. This one will be built close because it's just going to go like that. I have slightly made a mistake here. This is not something I want to do. What I want to do is this again. Just so I can siphon off resources as needed. So some will go into storage, some won't. Okay, this one, though, is where the problem comes in. How exactly do I want to hop this over? And I think I know exactly what I want to do. I'm going to do it this way. Is that high enough? Yep. Let me just go like that. Yeah, I know it's a little weird to make a bridge this small, but it just works. Will it let me do this? Yes, it will. Excellent. And then what we can always do is actually, I did say we'd expand towards the water, but I'm so used to tucking stuff behind buildings that we can just expand in this direction. Because the production side is going to be here, so we'll have that whole way as needed. And later we're probably going to switch to steel anyway. This will just come straight, bonk, like that. Okay, let's get this built. That's going to be base resources. And then what we can do, because we now have ability to siphon off resources here, go back to maintenance cycle. What we'll do is we'll pull it forward like that. We'll put 2 here. And then we'll take the mechanical components first. I'm going to have to move these buildings. Just like that. Will you just like... Ah! I will admit, it can be helpful that it automatically tags into the desired structure, and sometimes it can be a royal pain in the butt. Don't want to run it that way. Now we do this again, and we go one more up. I don't understand. Why is it not... It's doing it... It's the only weird thing I've found in this game. Is these mechanical lifts will alternate between... Yes, you can automatically assign direction, and no, you can't automatically assign direction. And it really doesn't make any sense to me why it does it that way. I have no idea. Population is fine. And we're going to probably end up stripping this place down to bedrock. Oh. Okay, we've got our first 3 here. Well, let's get sand up and running then. How many of these have I built? 4, okay. So it's 4 vehicles. We're going to remove 1 here. We're going to go 1 here. We're going to go 1. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, what is wrong with this building? Line control tower has no... What? What? I'm confused. You've got that whole area to mine. How can you not have a designated mining location? Huh? Line control tower has no available destinations to be mined in this area. It's all right there. Why do you not? Okay, fine. Now we're not going to use this one. Okay, I'm officially confused. I don't understand what it meant by no official mining area. That really doesn't make any sense to me. Because it clearly did have an area to dig in. That should be fine. Okay. Okay, I honestly don't get that. I don't know why it was doing that. I'm assuming that was a mod error. Maintenance will continue to climb. One more is being produced. Might as well just get everything going there. It's mainly maintenance that I'm running into a roadblock, and that's more because, well... Is this using Unity at all? I can't tell. It doesn't look like it's using Unity. I just want to check the time quick. Nah, we're still good. We still got like 20 minutes out of this hour that we gotta play. So we can rock that. Next is getting construction components up and running. You are 3. You are 2. There we go. Sand, as I said. Oh, you little bugger. Did it again. And I don't understand why it does that. I really, really do not understand what this is. Or why this is, or anything of that sort. Okay, I can't actually do that there, so we will do it here. I don't get this. When we get bigger mining equipment, we're just going to tear it to pieces. Just tear the whole kit and caboodle apart. I honestly do not understand it. Okay, we're still mainly just dumping sand. It's just lots and lots of sand. And once the conveyor belts get upgraded, we can dump it faster. We can't boost these conveyor belts, but is this boosting for all conveyor belts? If I boost this to this, what does that do? No, it just boosts that section of the conveyor belts. I'm assuming if we go here to boost, go mass select, and we go select all buildings. Maintenance depot. Oh no, that's the only one I currently have selected. So if I select that one and I boost it by 5%, close this again, we open it again, and we go to select mass. Still only shows this group settings. Okay, now that doesn't help me. It only shows the one building I've got selected. I was hoping it would show the conveyor belt. Now, which conveyor belt did I click on? That one. Okay, it was an experiment. I have no idea how to make it work faster. I would love to especially just get this section to work faster. But I don't think I can copy it, but I don't think I have to click on each one individually. And that kind of sucks. I was hoping I could boost them all. Just to get it to feed faster. Okay, what happens if I boost this section? Let's make it like that. Doesn't help that that can't be boosted. If we boost the feeding line? Sort of works. I'm not going to argue too heavily. Yeah. It does sort of work. It's not perfect. Boost that to maximum speed. Boost that to maximum speed. And we run right to a choke point right here, so... yeah, it's not helping us at all. It is sort of working, but, I mean, we're already stalled heavily on dirt. Dirt until we can upgrade the conveyor belts. Because it's now not a speed problem, it's a throughput problem. Each of these conveyor belts only takes a small amount per, so there's no point in doing it. One of the things we could do, maybe, is run another belts here, above, and then feed it here. The problem is sorting. We're still going to need to sort the materials, so that's not going to help us at all. Okay, what is this run into a problem? What do you need that you're not getting? Ah, we're fresh out of tier 2 construction components. That answers that question. Let's get more. Yeah, sorry. Classic. I'm just going to do it. I will admit, this is probably my worst cheat. I normally don't have to cheat this heavily. But then I can use that infinite fill to just keep one of the warehouses filled with resources. So normally it's not that big a problem. But in this particular case, it is that big a problem. Luckily, food is not a problem either for the moment. Settlement is doing okay, despite the large population. And as I said, I basically want to delete this and move it over here. But I can't delete it until we actually start making things. If we're not making things, we can't move our production. Because then we're not making anything. And all at the moment, I mean, we've gotten, copper. But we're not getting any coal. We're not getting any, well, any of it. And we're using up the coal, I'll grant you that. By the way, have they filled? Yep, we've got this being filled. I'm going to have to cheat in more coal. Yeah, that's to be expected. Actually, out of curiosity, are you guys actually running full? Yes, you are. One of the weird things I notice with this game sometimes is the vehicle will come and pick up resources or pick up, say, waste, and it won't pick up a full load. It'll only pick up a partial load. And I could never actually figure out why it was doing that. There was no explanation. It wasn't a shortage of resources. It wasn't a shortage of a location to dump said resources. It just never picked up a full load. And there was no explanation. I couldn't find anything online. I couldn't see anything obvious in the game as to why. There was no limiting. It wasn't one of the mods, so I don't know. Now, it didn't happen with these trucks so much, but it happened with the next tier of vehicles. They would very often just run empty, or run half loads, or run quarter load. And that made no sense, because where they were delivering the resource to, and not just construction components, oh, for fuck's sake. I hate it when they do that. They were taking resources from this one and bringing it to this one. And it is one of the most annoying errors this game has. Luckily, it is a very easy error to fix, but it is one of the most annoying errors this game has. Oh, we finally mined... Oh, we finally got some iron ore. That would be helpful if we were getting coal. We are not getting coal yet. We're getting stone. We haven't got to the coal part yet. Copper, check. Iron, we're getting there. Sand, not there yet. You can use dirt for something, but I can't remember what it was. We can't use it for anything yet. We can use it for organic fertilizer, if we mix it with compost. Supercharged biomass. Okay. That's part of the... This is definitely part of the mods. This is a mod pack thing. Alternate recipes mod. What's wrong now? Still not enough workers. Fine. Let's snag some. Done. See? Stupidly easy to solve. So that, cheats... No, settlements. Refill Unity. Hot is at level 2. That's lousy. That's terrible. Okay. Do I want to dismantle this stuff? I don't know yet. The biggest hiccup is, especially with... We could dismantle the first lot, so that's not going to be a problem. It's the second lot we can't, because we need this. So we need these last two... These two buildings. But these ones could probably go. Yeah, the rest isn't empty. Okay. Let's get basic resource production. To do that, we need to move the wood. So, we will once again snag these buildings. We will pause the game. We will place them... For right now, we're just going to place them here. I'll figure out where I want to put them later. We want to start with basic construction components. We're going to go this way. We'll take another line of raw materials. So copper, that, and we're going to run it back over this way. So that's going to be 4th level. Because I want it completely separate from the maintenance line. Completely separate. Turn off, select recipe. We want this one. I'm going to run this here. Sorry, if you hear voices outside, it's just my brother and father. They're working on one of our alarms. Has been a wee bit temperamental, which is annoying. Okay. Let's get the resources run to this, and then we'll worry about the rest. Also, I need to move this building down, because we're going to run our main raw material bus line, you know, iron, copper, that way. So we want some room here, people. Not to the point we're fighting the terrain, because this is going to need to be flattened a bit. In fact, we're probably going to have to flatten quite a lot of land here. But that's a later problem. That's a tomorrow's problem. That's not a today's problem. And then this one can come actually right here. Yeah, too close. flat balancer. Make this wood fill. That one is turned off. Perfect. Now this will come this way. Go flush against here. I know this is going to look a bit... I could probably bring it closer. I'll see about bringing it closer in a bit. I want to move to level 3. This will be wood. This will be base materials. Now then, concrete. We are producing concrete here. I'm probably going to want to build a bridge here and run it flat. Probably going to do that. Probably here somewhere. So let's run the concrete along this outer... yeah, we can run along the outer edge. Go above here, come around this way, run along the outer edge. But I want to run it... Like I said, sometimes it'll change direction automatically, and sometimes it doesn't. And I have no idea what the requirement to trigger that change is. No idea. Actually, I'm going to move these structures a wee bit closer. Just to give, because I'm going to need a storage room and this is in the way. Okay, concrete. Now let's just copy it. No? No, it has to come down. Yeah, it's gonna look so weird initially. But there's absolutely nothing I can do about it because I need space to build that road path. Because I suspect... Well, not a road path, I actually want to run the main resource belts this way. Can I maybe move this up a bit? Let's just try deleting from here to there. Click here. How do you want to run it? No, you want to run the bend there. Okay. Yeah, I want space just to go over. This is such a weird layout I've built here. But that's concrete. Now I need iron, which will run its own belt of resources. It is a very long resource belt, I'll admit. We're just going to go way up above these. Then we're going to bring you basically down. Yeah, I don't hit the ground floor, so I'm going to run this one here. Like that. I will admit it is a very long belt climb, which is not really what I wanted to do, but like I said, I can't figure out what is the requirement for swapping this around. Okay, now we want this. I want to upgrade it. I want to stuff it right here. I wish... really wish we could get a shift bypass. So if you want to build, say, one here, you can hold shift and it will overwrite whatever you're building on it. Okay, this is going to be one of the dumber techniques. Dumbest setups I've had as far as resources are concerned. I still got to run copper because we're going to want copper for other stuff. Okay, now flat balancer again. Give me a flat balancer just there. it's actually construction components we need. Now I've done it this way for a very specific reason. It's so I can do this without, why is planning mode on? Dammit. Yeah, that's something I get annoyed with. I don't even realize I pressed the button. Anyway. I do it this way, so I can also always have a supply to work storage bins. Now electronics. We are storing electronics. Am I running the main bus in the right location? Okay. This is mechanical components, this is electronic components. Yeah, okay, I could pretty much ruin that pathway, but luckily we still have space to run excess resources that we'll need. We're still gonna make vehicle components after all. Now, am I happy with this? The answer is yeah, I'm fine with this. This will do fine. Now I need to store these resources. That's gonna be way too big. I'm gonna modify that later anyway. Or is it fine? Okay, but then this one must come like here. Let me build here. Yes, it will. This one must have a gap like that. This one will run out, outermost edge to this one. I'm probably going to have to flatten like a large chunk of forest here, but that's not going to be a big hiccup. Once again, all of this is wonderful preparation, but it does nothing. The reason it does nothing? Because I haven't got any of the necessary production. Oops, no, let's do this. This way, this way, this way. That way. Perfect. Okay. It does nothing because I've got no resources coming in. I've got sand, people. Lots and lots and lots of sand. Which I can't do anything with. I mean, I can do nothing with it. But I should be able to move. Okay, let's copy this building. Dump you there. Keep full. That way we can strip all this stuff down. And then we can leave that in place. And this one can be deleted as well. So it's going to move to here anyway. Alright, I just want to check time again, because I think we're at the marker. Yep, we're at the marker. So, we got some stuff done. Hope you've enjoyed. I will admit I kept getting things confused all the time. But anyway, hope you enjoyed, and hope you have a wonderful day. This is Gareth from Whatchamacallit Gaming. Out.